Hello, dear students, and good evening to everyone. Today I am going to provide you the second part of the chapter number 8 of Geography, that is, some comparative case studies. I have already provided you the first part of this chapter, and in that we have learned about two major industries of the world, that is, the TISCO, that is the Tata Iron and Steel Company of India, that is an iron and steel industry, and we have also learned about Detroit, the auto capital of the world. Okay, in the previous part of this video we have learned about the factors that are responsible for the growth of these types of industries in the world. Okay, now in this part we are going to learn about two major industries, that is both the one industry only, that is the IT industry. We will learn it on the basis of comparative study about Bangalore as well as the IT industry of the Silicon Valley. Okay, so let us move further and first understand that what is IT industry. Student, as the full form of IT is information technology. Okay, that means everything that is related to information and technology comes under IT industries. Basically, the here I am able to upload the videos on YouTube, and you are able to watch it with the medium of YouTube by sitting at your home. Okay, as well as we are doing the Zoom classes, and the app that we are using for doing the classes or online classes, that is only responsible with the technology only. Okay, we are using our mobile phones, whatever apps we use in our mobile phones, okay, mobile phones, computers, laptops, electronics, all are related to the IT industry only. Okay, as in the previous chapter I have explained you about that IT industry deals in two sectors. Okay, the hardware industry and the software industry. The hardware industry is the industry that build the external parts of the external part that are related to the manufacturing of computers, disk, mobile phones. Okay, basically the structure part. Okay, and the software industry deals with the software or the programming on which the computer or the mobile phone runs. Okay, so basically what is IT industry? So information technology refers to all type of technology used to create, store or exchange and utilize information. Whatever things we use for the purpose of creating, for the purpose of saving our data, for the purpose of exchanging and utilizing any information, any data related to business, as well as movie, animated series or any multimedia presentation. The presentation that I am showing you, it is a multimedia presentation. That means that is animated, that is moving presentation. Okay, in the digital form, that is only known as IT. Okay, information technology. So the industry, the IT industry relates to every field. Like in this junior classes we have learned about that what are the sectors where the computers are used, and we have said that, learn about that at every places, whether it is school, railway stations, airport, bank, okay, hospitals, everywhere computers are used. Like that only information technology or the IT or this industry implies to all field. Okay, whether it is education, finance, business, medical, defense, etc. Now, let us move further and learn about the IT industry of Bangalore. All of you are knowing about Bangalore, that Bangalore is the capital of Karnataka, okay, and it is located in South India. Basically, about the place that we are going to learn about, or Bangalore is also known by various names. First of all, Bangalore is the garden city of India, as well as it is also known as the Silicon Valley of India, because as the Silicon Valley, the real place Silicon Valley, that is in California, and that is also known for the IT industry. In India, Bangalore is just like the as famous as the Silicon Valley of California, because this is the leading, or this city is the leading manufacturer of the IT or information technology related equipments. It is also known as India's IT capital, since it deals with information technology industries, as well as this is the place where most of the IT companies located, okay, or their headquarter is located. If we will talk about the location of Bangalore or Bangalore, so as you can see in the picture, it is located in South India and it is the capital of Karnataka. Okay, let us move further and learn about that how it become, or Bangalore as an IT industry, how Bangalore become a fastest growing, or is the fastest growing IT industry of India. Okay, So let us learn about it. Bangalore is the hub of the IT industry. That means whatever companies are located all over the world, every company is having their branch in Bangalore. Okay, every IT industry is having its branch in Bangalore. It provides a base for about 10,000 industries. Bangalore is the place where at least more than 10,000 industries or IT companies are there. Bangalore is India's fastest growing city in terms of economic growth and development because the GDP that it provides, okay, it accounts for at least 2% of the India's gross domestic product. India's gross domestic product means whatever India supplies. That means the products that are manufactured in India, leaving the products that are manufactured in different countries. Okay, so even our country, India, also producing 2% of the total GDP in information technology. Okay, now let us move further and learn about more about Bangalore. Once Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru described Bangalore as the city of the future. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru told that or said that Bangalore will become, or it is started becoming, a city that was known as the city of the future. Why Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru said that? Because in the year 1970s, okay, this is the city which was emerging as the center for the electronic products. Okay, this was the city which was especially emerging as a city where the as electronic city where the electronic products were basically manufactured. Okay, like the telephone, telecom, electric motors, watches, electronics, and electronic components. Or okay, so these were the things that are manufactured in India at the time, or sorry, in Bangalore at the time. So that is why it was known as the electronic city. Okay, and that is why Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru said that the city is having some future and having a good future. Okay, so firstly, just remember this thing, that firstly Bangalore was famous for the industry of the electronic item, and that is why it was known as electronic city. Slowly in 1980s, well-known multinational companies, that means the company that belongs to, or we can say that foreign companies, also started coming to Bangalore for setting up their operations, for setting up their buildings here, for setting up their departments here, like General Electric and Citibank set up their software operations here. Now, why they set up their software operations here? Because Bangalore is having a huge pool of low cost, well trained English speaking technicians. Okay, because Bangalore is having the pool resource of the person, of the people, those who are very well or those who are trained in IT industries. Okay, the technicians, or to set up their for software operations, the person, those who do work or those who are knowing about software operations or IT industries. So Bangalore is having a pool resource of those type of labor. Okay, now in 1990s, it saw a mushrooming of back offices. Slowly, every company or foreign companies that is having the foreign companies, those companies are selling their products in India. Okay, so those companies started establishing their back offices, okay, in India for the purpose of queries related to billing, okay, for the purpose of credit card applications, medical, and any legal work. That means BPO or back offices are just like the customer care services or customer care service providers. Every foreign company is having their BPOs or the back offices in India for the purpose of solving our queries, as well as for the purpose of customer care also. So Bangalore has emerged as a hotspot for information technology development. In India, Bangalore became the hotspot area, that means the most or the fastest growing area, hotspot, which is where almost every IT industry is having its headquarter. And it was also having back offices that was known as business process outsourcing. That means the companies that are established in foreign countries that are also having their BPOs, the back offices for the queries in India. Now, slowly, the companies or the US based companies also started turning towards Bangalore, okay, for establishing their research or research base for the development of both software and hardware. That means the foreign companies also started coming to Bangalore for the purpose, because they look Bangalore as a good market for the IT industry. Now, what are the factors that encourage foreign companies to come to Bangalore and set up their software operations, as well as The other factors that encouraged Bangalore for becoming the IT industry of India, let us see. The first of all, IT industry is having, or we can say that Bangalore is having good number of IT industries in India because it provides a pool source of human labor. Okay, the human labor that is well trained in software technologies, in software programming, as well as the things that deals through IT or information technology. Okay, it is having high quality software engineers as well as computer science engineers. Bangalore almost produces 25,000 software and computer science engineers every year. Now, the standard of education in Bangalore is also very high and it meets to the capability or to the need of the surrounding or for the IT industry, because Bangalore is the place which is having all the good institutions that are remarked as a good institution of India are established in Bangalore, that is IIT, Information Technology Industries Institute of Information Technology, IIM, Institute of Information Management, as well as IIS, that is institute that is related to the sciences. Okay, these all institutions prepare students for highly competitive work environment. That means these are the prestigious institutions of India where almost every Indian student want to study. Next is, foreign companies come from international IT companies, as well as it has its own venture capitalist, that is local businessmen. In Bangalore, foreign companies also come to invest, as well as the local businessmen of Bangalore also promoted the establishment of industries here. Okay, so basically the good amount of capital is being invested by the local businessmen, as well as money came from the foreign countries also. So Bangalore is having a good amount of capital source also. Bangalore has excellent transport network connecting road, rail and rail airways through all parts of the world. Bangalore is a metropolitan city. It is a highly developed city of India, and that is why the transportation system of Bangalore is also very good. Bangalore is connected through roadways, railways, as well as airways through the different parts of India, as well as to the world. The climatic conditions of Bangalore, or the climatic condition or the land availability, is also very good there. Climatic condition is pleasant there. The climate is moderate there, which encourage people to settle there. As well as, since this many competition is there, and it is having a huge hub of IT industries, it is quite obvious that the work pressure will create a stress on the people. Okay, so basically IT industries, or we can say that Bangalore has developed a good network of hospitalization also, a good network of healthcare also, that provides mental stability to the people, those who are working in those IT industries. Okay, so basically Bangalore is also emerging as a hub for healthcare facilities too. So all these were the reasons that make Bangalore a fastest growing city of India in the field of IT industries. Now, not only this much, it is quite obvious that a place that is having all the benefits, it is not possible. Okay, so Bangalore also face some problems. Bangalore faces the problems of power supply. Okay, because it has a shortage of power supply, and all of you are knowing that IT industries are not the industries that run through machineries. Okay, basically IT industries are the industries that are running through computers, and the power supply is quite important for that purpose. Okay, because as the power shortage cut, as the power supply cuts, everything that was you whatever people were doing in the computer immediately shut off. So basically it is a bit difficult for the, we can say that, for preparing or for the arrangement of power shortage there. But after that also, with the efforts of government, or with the government's effort, Bangalore is growing rapidly. Okay, so this is all about Bangalore. Let us move further to the IT industry of the Silicon Valley. Now Silicon Valley, first of all I want to explain you that why it is known as Silicon Valley. So students, the chips that are used, Intel Core processor, you are very well knowing, the chips that we use in CPUs or in the computers, that are basically made up of silicon. Semiconductors that we use, that are basically made up of silicon, and that semiconductor is the major product of Silicon Valley. Okay, that is made up of silicon, and that is why it is known as Silicon Valley, or it is named as Silicon Valley. Okay, so as you can see, if we will talk about the location of this place, so Silicon Valley is located in US. Okay, it is located in US. Basically, it is located in North America, and it is considered as the birthplace of IT industry. It is believed that first of all, IT industry started emerging from Silicon Valley only. Silicon Valley lies in Santa Clara. Okay, lies in Santa Clara city of, or we can say that Santa Clara country of the state of California. This state is known as California. It is the state of America, and there is a place known as Santa Clara where this Silicon Valley situated. Okay, basically Silicon Valley is the area that is 30 to 40 miles, okay, south of San Francisco. Okay, and there only the Stanford University is there, Berkeley University is there. That means Silicon Valley is also the area which provides a good source of the engineers as well as the educated laborers. Okay, or educated perfectionist. Now, as you can see in this picture, the Silicon Valley encompasses of adjacent cities. Nearby there are well developed cities, that is Palo Alto. Here you can say Palo Alto. Okay, Menlo Park is also there. This is Menlo Park. Los Altos is also there. Redwood City is also there. Narvak is also there. Okay, Hayward is also there. So these are the basic major places or famous cities that are located near Silicon Valley. Now, if we will talk about that how the Silicon Valley became famous, or how the foundation of the Silicon Valley put. So basically the foundation of this dynamic valley was set up during the First World War, or when the Second World War ended. Okay, so basically the foundation of this Silicon Valley was set up at the end of the World War II. When the World War II ended, at the time only there is one professor named as Sir Frederick Emmons Turban. Sir Frederick Emmons Turban was a professor of the Department of Electrical Engineering in Stanford University. He was a professor of the Department of Electrical Engineering at Stanford University. Okay, what he realized while working there, he was concerned. He thought that the students, those who are graduating from the Stanford University, has to go too far away for the purpose of employment to the eastern coast. Okay, so he was concerned about this thing, that the best graduates had to go to eastern cities to find employment. Okay, he thought that there should be some arrangement that the people or the students, those who are graduating from the Stanford University, should get job nearby. Okay, so that they can get placement nearby only. So for that purpose, he encouraged his students. Sir Frederick Emmons Turban encouraged his students to start their own electronic companies in the areas near the university. Sir Emmons Turban basically encouraged his students not to go to the various areas for the purpose of employment, better to set up their own companies or electronic companies in that particular Stanford University area. For that purpose, lots of steps taken place. Okay, for that purpose, lots of steps were taken place. Basically, as you can see, I want to inform you that firstly, the colleagues of Sir Frederick Turban also helped him for the purpose of establishing industries in that particular area. Okay, and in the 1950s, the Stanford University also provided leased out. Leased out means होता है किराए पे देना. Okay, Stanford University also leased out land on a long-term basis. Basically, they wanted to turn Stanford as an industrial park, and the area that was leased out by Stanford University for the purpose of making industries. Okay, and later on there only the Stanford Industrial Park was founded. What was the goal of establishing the Stanford Industrial Park? The goal was to create a center of high technology close to the university, so that the children or the students should not go to the other cities for the purpose of employment. And slowly in 1951, various companies started setting up their industries in Silicon Valley area. Varian Associates, then Kodak, General Electric, Perform Line Products, Admiral Corporation. Okay, all these were the companies. Hewlett Packard, that is HP. All those companies established their industries in that area. Later on in 1955, some more industries set up their areas, and slowly 1957, 1970s and 80s, lots and lots of companies set up their industries in this area. So like this only Silicon Valley became famous, and it became a center of basically all the IT industries in the world, whether it is HP, Apple, Samsung, Google. Okay, it is having Intel, every company is having Acer. Okay, every company is having its headquarter in Silicon Valley. Okay, so if we will move further, that how Silicon Valley become this famous. Okay, what are the advantages that work for the Silicon Valley to be this famous. Okay, so first of all, Silicon Valley is also a center of prestigious institutions like Stanford University and Berkeley universities, as well as several other institutions that provide a good source for the purpose of technology and scientific research. Okay, so good amount of, we can say that, qualified people or qualified population resides here. Okay, this was also the reason, as well as headquarters of international companies are situated at Silicon Valley. As I have explained you, almost every company is having its headquarters in Silicon Valley, for the because that is the area that is having a huge market for the information technology goods. Numerous venture capital firms are ready to provide finance here, since it is the fastest growing sector. That is why various finance companies as well as organizations are ready to provide capital, to provide money or invest money in these industries. Government also provides support to Silicon Valley. Okay, it provides land grants for the purpose of setting up industrial as well as technological park in Silicon Valley. The best thing that do not lack here, that was the problem in Bangalore as IT industry, because Bangalore is having the shortage of power supply. Okay, basically this place do not have any shortage of water supply, and it receives uninterrupted power supply that ensured that there are no shutdowns. Okay, good network of railway, roadways and air transport is here that connect Silicon Valley to the various parts of the country, as well as the seaport. The San Francisco seaport also connected to the Far East. So these all are the reasons that how it became a famous IT industry of the world and the fastest growing IT industry of the world. So Bangalore, if we will talk about India, Bangalore, as well as if we will talk about the world, the Silicon Valley are leading global technological hubs. While the Silicon Valley is formally established, Silicon Valley is already established and has already reached its peak, Bangalore is rapidly progressing. Bangalore is progressing these days. The IT industry in both areas is feeding their development, and good amount of economic development they are providing to their countries. Okay, so the chapter ends here, and this all was only there in this chapter. I hope all of you have joined the Zoom classes and attended the classes of this chapter. If you have not attended, please watch the video properly, do the book exercises, and ask any queries if you are having through the Zoom classes. Okay, so I hope all of you are able to understand this chapter. Thank you.